Hello, everyone. Are you all doing well and breathing fine today? The Japanese bulletin board thread we're introducing this time is about people who gave up on marriage hunting. Marriage hunting, or konkatsu, is a general term for activities aimed at marriage, including matchmaking agencies, parties, and dating apps. In this video, women who started marriage hunting but eventually gave up share their reasons. You'll also catch glimpses of their views on marriage, so compare them with your own values. Note that this video is an experimental channel fully utilizing AI and auto-translation services. If you notice any issues or have requests, please leave comments so we can improve. Of course, feel free to suggest themes you'd like us to cover. Now, let's get straight to the topic. Enjoy watching until the end.
I did marriage hunting for about 3 years, but it started feeling like a chore, so I quit. The counselors at the matchmaking agency were too scripted, and I couldn't trust them.
Has anyone else started marriage hunting and given up? I'd like to hear your reasons.
I got tired of men who insisted on living with their parents. If they want to keep living with their parents after marriage, why even get married?
About the living arrangements, it might not be their own wish but excessive demands from their parents.
I'm a nurse and can support myself financially. I realized I don't need to get married, so I quit marriage hunting.
I heard nurses often attract stingy, low-income men. A nurse I know became disgusted with men because of that.
After 3 years of marriage hunting, why couldn't I get married?
Maybe it's because you're hung up on past relationships, subconsciously blaming yourself, or your self-esteem has dropped. If you could let go of that negative past, you might get married quickly.
But forcing yourself to let go is just turning a blind eye.
You need to patiently confront yourself until you're ready to let go naturally.
When the time comes, you'll be able to let go.
If you're tired, take a break. If you feel like it again, start over. If you get fed up again, quit. Just go with the flow of your emotions.
I quit too. Men tend to have excessive expectations of women. They impose their ideals on women, cooking, fitness, health, work, without considering our feelings.
I quit because I never met anyone I could genuinely like.
Now I realize I never really wanted to marry in the first place.
I thought hearing friends' marriage hunting stories would motivate me, but I still feel nothing. Not just marriage, everything feels meaningless. Lately, even living feels tedious.
Looking back, I only wanted to marry for appearances, so it didn't last.
I had a complex about only being able to do basic jobs. I thought marrying would let me say, my main job is being a housewife, as an excuse.
I've forgotten what it feels like to like someone romantically.
Every man I met through matching apps was trash. Though I might be trash to them too. I'm almost 40, so I've switched from marriage hunting to preparing for the end of life.
Instead of forcing marriage hunting, it's better to live happily as yourself.
I strongly agree. That's the natural way.
I realized that too. After quitting, I found happiness just being myself.
I keep quitting and restarting marriage hunting. I dated 3 people but felt no spark. I'd rather stay single.
I totally understand that. When I thought, could I love a child with disabilities, or could I care for my husband's parents? I realized it takes immense love to overcome such challenges.
Overthinkers struggle to marry. Most married people did it young, without deep thought. If you think logically, marriage seems too terrifying.
But marrying just for love often leads to regret later.
Either you marry and regret it, or you never marry at all. Both seem equally bad.
I feel marriage is impossible without decent money. Financial stability and shared values about money are crucial.
With money, you can handle disabilities, late pregnancies, or elder care.
It's important if your partner can endure hardships.
Both partners should work full-time and maintain a lifestyle where one can quit without disaster.
If dates are scheduled 2 or 3 times, you'd think things are progressing. But I felt no spark and no excitement for the next meeting, so I quit.
Targeting low education, low income, older, handsome men might work for less attractive women.
Men attractive to women often marry young because they're picky and women approach them.
I think feeling a spark is crucial.
Marriage shouldn't be forced, but effort is good.
People told me, you need to compromise, or, you're too old to be picky. Why should I spend my life with someone I don't even like? But they dismissed me as a loser. Objectively, I realized I'm undateable, so I gave up.
3 years without marriage means you're either too picky or very unattractive.
Scripted, impersonal service is standard. Matchmaking agencies aren't your parents.
I realized I only wanted to marry for appearances. Now I'm happily single.
Most people, Men included, are like that.
Men marry to avoid social isolation. Singles face distrust, loneliness, and inconveniences.
Women marry due to financial insecurity or fear of loneliness.
Marrying for appearances and juggling work, chores, and kids is unwise.
Ignore societal expectations and live as you please.
I get it, but I'm not sure I'll feel the same at 40 or 50. As you age, societal judgment becomes harder to ignore.
Unmarried people are viewed differently when young versus old.
I never wanted to marry, but seeing friends marry made me panic. But I realized I'm happier single.
If you're not stressed by loneliness and have financial stability, marriage might be unnecessary.
Family drama and financial strain seem worse than staying single. But I feel lonely when married friends and I grow apart.
I'm 24. I quit marriage apps after 2 months. I messaged a few men and met one, but didn't want to see him again. If this is how it'll be, it's a waste of money.
Why go through marriage hunting if happiness isn't guaranteed? Dealing with in-laws sounds exhausting.
Those who strongly want to marry do so first. That's how it works.
If you're still questioning marriage, it's not for you.
Marriage isn't mandatory. If it's not for you, choose to stay single.
Marrying for appearances just makes spouses and kids miserable.
I don't want to marry just anyone. I quit because I never met someone I wanted to marry.
I realized I can't commit without romantic feelings, so I quit. Dating strangers for marriage felt emotionless.
I find the process of deepening a relationship tedious. I often give up before really knowing the man.
No man I dated was interested in me, and I wasn't interested in them.
I worked hard at marriage hunting but found no one, while others marry effortlessly. How?
In years of marriage hunting, I only dated one person.
Great men have many rivals. The competition is fierce.
Matchmaking works best for those who fall in love easily.
Getting someone you chose to like you back is hard.
Especially if you fixate on their flaws. The first match is your best shot. Rejections lower your options.
I don't think marriage guarantees happiness, but I'll tire of being alone. Being with someone expands your world and brings stability.
Some treat marriage hunting like a job, with robotic conversations and phone checking. A simple, "You're the only one I'm talking to," or "I'm happy to see you," would help, but they don't bother.
Some repeat mistakes without realizing they're ruining their chances.
They waste time and money. They should quit, reset, and reflect.
High-spec men think investing time and money in dating is silly. Women demand men spend resources on them, but only low-spec men comply.
The less attractive the man, the more he must cater to women's demands, a paradox.
Marriage hunting is draining, and matchmaking agencies exploit you. I'm never doing it again.
Forced conversations, fake hairstyles, fake clothes. I hate it all.
The agency told me, respect the men more, so I quit on the spot.
If I have to suppress myself to marry, I'd rather stay single.
I regret how much I blamed myself during marriage hunting.
Even if I endure to marriage, the suffering would continue. It's maddening.
Telling women to respect men is moral harassment.
If I win the lottery, I'll buy a high-rise condo as my personal castle.
I married a friend's acquaintance, but his hidden debts caused struggles. I got qualified, now work from home, and save money. I planned to divorce after the kids grew up, but he's remorseful, so I forgave him.
I'm not perfect, but high demands make relationships suffocating.
I used to attend marriage parties, but I'm out of energy now.
People who say, "You don't have to marry," likely have life figured out.
A friend, overwhelmed by work, started marriage hunting in desperation. She met someone great and married within 2 months. Her urgency drove her. Without it, she'd still be hunting.
I quit after 2 months. I'm not cut out for judging by specs. I want natural love. Marriage hunting helped me appreciate people around me.
I can't stand wasting time on uncertain marriage prospects.
Even with a boyfriend, I'd keep options open. It feels like cheating and drains me.
I'd rather stay single than marry a man who insists on living with parents or dual incomes.
I once had a date that felt like an interview. Do you want to keep working after marriage?
On first dates, drinks are my only comfort. I sip to avoid awkwardness.
I wonder if matchmaking couples ever truly love each other.
Women who marry based on specs see men as ATMs or trophies.
If illness or job loss ruins those specs, would they stay or divorce?
I didn't want to marry. I just missed friends who all married.
Men can marry for such reasons, but women are judged as frivolous.
Another small unfairness.
I'm 36 and dating a policeman from an app. Marriage is likely. At my age, I'm grateful.
Most men want dual incomes.
But they still expect women to handle all housework.
Even if you marry, dual incomes, kids, and elder care await.
No wonder I'm not enthusiastic.
I'd rather stay single than settle for someone who'd choose me.
They say compromise is necessary, but I hunt for happiness, not more compromise.
I'm a 40s woman in a government-run marriage program. I know my market value is low, but the men my age look shockingly old.
That's all for this video. What did you think? Share in the comments how it compares to your culture. Japan offers financial incentives for childbirth, but few here cited money as an issue. Without addressing these real voices, the birth rate will keep falling. We'll keep sharing insights into Japan's realities. Support us with subscriptions, likes, or donations. See you next time.